morning, my beautiful people. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are talking about something that they don't tell you in your weight loss journey: loose skin. But first, if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, take a moment to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to like this video, comment down below, and share to whoever you think that would benefit from this information. Honestly speaking, this helps my algorithm so that it's shared to a lot more people. Without wasting much of your time, let's get into the video. You see, losing weight is something that you want to be proud of. It takes discipline and effort. But sometimes after all the hard work, you might notice, some things in the mirror, that you might feel unease about. Maybe your arms look looser, or your stomach isn't as tight as it used to be, the fold skins, and that could be discouraging. A reflection doesn't show the effort that you've put in. I put in a number of video clips of women that are going through the same thing, so that you can get motivated. When I come back, I will put in my 2 cents, but let's watch the video clips.
A lot of people have been in my comment section saying that they are scared to lose weight because they are scared of this. They are scared of this. Loose skin is not a reason to not choose to be the healthiest version of you. I am the healthiest version of me with my loose skin. And I understand that it's really difficult to deal with for some people. I've been through that, okay? Body dysmorphia is a bitch. Is this so much better than what I was at 300 plus pounds? Incredibly. I am so much healthier. I can do so much more. But this, with the skin, with everything, I would go through that weight loss journey over and over and over again, even if I ended up with more skin than this, because this just shows everything that I did, okay? Don't not choose making yourself healthier because you're scared of a little loose skin. There are things you can do. If you want to pursue surgery down the road, you totally can do that. That's not something I'm looking at doing right now, but it is an option. Loose skin is not that scary, and it doesn't make you not beautiful. Choose you, choose being healthy. It is so, so worth it.
I used to weigh 300 pounds. I've lost 170 pounds, and I'm gonna show you my loose skin. Be prepared to be shocked in the best way possible. Okay, this is the loose skin that I have after losing 170 pounds. Essentially, I have a saggy belly button. I know it's not a big thing. I'm like so self-conscious of it, like to the point where, like tape. Okay, so if you're not fat, you're not gonna get this. There's tape you can buy to like tape up your bits and pieces. I have it, where I'll like buy tape to tape my skin up, okay? I'm super, super self-conscious of it, but I shouldn't be. It's not a big thing. Like, I lost 170 pounds. Why do I care about a saggy belly button? It's not a big thing. My arms, this is what I have. Really, I mean, it's not much. This is kind of my own fault because I don't work out my arms. My legs, I have cellulite, but I lost 170 pounds. So if you want to lose weight, do not get hung up on, I'm afraid I'm gonna have saggy skin. Don't let that stop you, because I lost 170 pounds. I have not had any weight loss surgery. It took me 4 years to lose the weight. So is it genetics? Is it because it took me 4 years to lose the weight? Is it because I'm 35? I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you, even though it took me 4 years to lose the weight, and I do think that is actually a big part of it, if Ozempic was a thing when I started my weight loss journey, I absolutely would have used it without a single doubt in my mind. I would have used it, and I would have had probably, maybe, I don't want to say, I don't know, maybe I would have had more loose skin. I don't know, but I just would have embraced it. So anyways, the whole point of this video, do not let the fear of loose skin stop you from starting your weight loss journey, because I promise having a little bit of loose skin is better than being fat, and maybe you'll get lucky like me and end up with not very much.
So I do a lot of videos about being a recovering food addict, my highest weight being 600 pounds, and me having gastric bypass surgery, and I lost 405 pounds, right? There's a part of the process that you need to know. If you are considering gastric bypass surgery, there is something that you need to know, and I'm going to show you. I know people talk about this, And I'm just going to show you in real life what it looks like. It is your loose skin. This is what my legs look like, what my arms look like, and my stomach. I work out a lot, right? But my body is just drowned in loose skin. If you look at my leg, it is muscular. That is muscle. But it's the loose skin hanging below. I can honestly tell you, it's a little sour to lose all this weight and still not like the way I look 100%, right? But that's just minimal. I'm extremely excited to walk around with a body full of loose skin than ever go back to being 600 pounds where I couldn't stand longer than 2 minutes, right? So there's going to be a whole different set of trials and tribulations that come upon you, show you get gastric bypass surgery. Now, your loose skin may not look like mine because I lost 405 pounds. So for those who lose 85 pounds or 100, your loose skin will be quite minimal compared to mine. But this is just my journey that I want to, share with y'all. I don't show my body at all. I have not reached that level of confidence. I will wear a sleeveless shirt and people will see my arms, they'll ask questions and, all nice questions. But I have not reached the level of confidence to show my stomach. I have not reached the level of confidence to wear shorts of any kind. I do want to get my loose skin removed at some point. Because as you get older, your body just naturally, deteriorates. And, having all this loose skin on my bones and joints will just cause me a lot of pain. So I'm okay with the loose skin now. It does not hurt or hinder me at all, right? It's not infected. I work out. It does not rub together or chafe or get rashes or none of that through the grace of God. But I do eventually want to get my loose skin removed. Just because as you get older, it will begin to, wear on my bones and my joints and just extra pain that I don't want or need.
If you want to lose fat, but you're afraid of loose skin, watch this video. I used to be 225 pounds and I wanted to get to 150 pounds really, really quickly because that's the number that I thought I needed to be to look like Amber Rose. I know she was just my body goals. I read an article where we are about the same height and that was the weight she was. So I assumed that if I wanted to look like her, I just needed to get to her weight. So I did keto, fasting, juicing, and excessive cardio, and in a matter of months, I got down to 150. But I did not look like Amber Rose. Instead, I looked deflated, busted like a balloon that had been popped with excess skin. So what happened to me was weight loss, and that's probably what is going to happen to you unless you watch this video. What I liked about Amber Rose was not the weight on her scale, but actually her body fat percentage. I liked the fact that her arms were nice and that her stomach was flat and that her butt was great. None of that has anything to do with the number on the scale. It's all about what body fat percentage you are, how much fat versus how much muscle you are inside of your body. So while I was laser focused on losing weight quickly, I didn't know that meant I was losing a combination of fat and muscle. So follow me. Weight loss is fat and muscle, and that's what you do not want. Versus fat loss is when you just lose the fat that's covering up the muscle underneath to bring out that beautiful shape. So of course, after my extreme dieting, I gained the weight back. Damn near everyone who loses weight gains it back. It's not sustainable. And then after that, I learned the importance of building muscle. So I know we're talking about fat loss, but how you actually get fat loss is by prioritizing building muscle. If you build muscle, you will lose fat as a result of it. Take my arms, for example. I used to have auntie arms. They were big. And if I would have lost weight, I would have been left with saggy skin. But instead, I focused on building muscle. Building muscle, shoulders, biceps, triceps, all these good things is what fills up the skin underneath so your body doesn't sag. Now, this is not something that means you will have absolutely no excess skin, especially the higher your body fat percentage is. However, this is something that you can really try to minimize. I've lost 80 pounds of fat, and if you ask me, I don't have any excess skin, even between my legs where I was definitely the thickest. So instead of trying to lose weight by under eating, doing those extreme diets, keto, fasting, juicing, Manjaro, Ozempic, and instead of trying to cardio your way to weight loss, 12, 3, 30, 2 hours of cardio, 2 workouts a day, I just want you to focus on building muscle. And how you truly focus on building muscle, it's done in 4 steps: stress, rest, recovery, and adaptation. But how you do that is by eating. by eating the amount of calories that your body can burn, or eating kind of at maintenance or a little bit under maintenance. If you use the 90-day calculator in the link in the bio, the middle number tells you what your maintenance calories is and what you should be eating. But if you do have a higher body fat percentage, what you'll want to do is look at the top number. That's how many calories you should be eating so that you can lose some fat and hold on to some muscle with great nutrition and the workouts that are in the 90-day plan. I hope this helps.
Look at my arm, like this, and then from this angle. My biggest regret is actually gaining weight so much. I was severely obese and I lost it, but this is the result. And no amount of muscle that I can build can solve this. The only thing is if I get surgery to remove the excess skin. So do not get yourself too fat.
Y'all want to know what loose skin could look like on your stomach after losing 150 pounds? Let me show you. Let me pull it down a little bit so you can see there's my pelvic. Breathing out. This is what it can look like, and I still have a lot to lose, so some skin. But for 150 smack fucking roos, baby, I will take it. I believe that it could be possible for you to snap back in the best way that you can. Even if you do end up having more loose skin, don't let that be a reason to not lose the weight, to not get active. Believe that you'll be able to get the cosmetic surgeries, the cosmetic help that you need. Do what's best for your body. I do have some tips that you can do to greatly minimize the amount of loose skin that you have. The only thing I did have for cosmetic removal is a reduction and a lift, because there's nothing you could do about this, you know. Midsection in my arms and my back, which my back is super stubborn, I have not had anything done. Believe.
So you're trying to lose weight, but you're worried about loose skin. I lost 64 pounds, and the first 55 pounds I lost quite quickly. So I do have some loose skin, and let me tell you how I dealt with it. First of all, I'm going to need you to forgive this. I swear I'm usually cute. Okay, so the first tip, nobody wants to hear it. And the only way to lose weight and not suffer with loose skin if you've got a significant amount of weight to lose is to lose it slowly. I'm sorry. First thing is hydrate. Hydration does help you burn fat, but you really, really want to drink a lot of water and add electrolytes to your water if you can. If you don't have electrolytes, you can add pink Himalayan sea salt, or I think just regular like sea salt. I also add sea moss, which just has a bunch of like electrolytes in it. You don't just need to drink a lot of water, you need to drink water that's high in minerals so that it can penetrate your cells. On the topic of water, I know everyone says that they do this, most people don't, but you need to shower, and you need to shower every single day. I know you think your lotion is great, but really the only way for your skin to absorb moisture is through water. And then with your skincare products, you want to focus on products that seal that moisture in. It's okay if they add extra moisture, so you can use like lotions and stuff, but you really want something that's like oil-based to seal the moisture in your skin. That helps with elasticity. Another skincare tip, and I do this once or twice a week, is retinoids or tretinoin. You can mix this in with your moisturizer and use it specifically on the areas of your body that have the most fat or that have the most stretch marks. The likelihood is if you have stretch marks in an area where you need to lose a lot of fat from, the skin's gonna struggle with elasticity. Retinoids and tretinoin and retinol are the most researched way to boost skin collagen. People take collagen supplements and the research really doesn't support the effectiveness of that. So you want to be using tretinoin or retinol. It's expensive, but it works. And lastly, build muscle. Building muscle is not going to stop you getting loose skin. However, it will make the area look a little bit more plump, so it doesn't droop and sag as much.
In the last 14 months, I have lost 42 kilos and I have gone from 107 kilos down to 65 kilos. If you were curious and you haven't seen my page, this is a photo of me of October last year, and this is a photo of me as of this week. And today I wanted to quickly jump on and talk to you about loose skin. So I obviously have lost a lot of weight and I do have loose skin. And I have a lot of girls in my comments and in my DMs asking if I got loose skin, how I manage loose skin, if I have videos of my loose skin. But what I really want to talk about is I have so many women in my comments and DMs saying that they're scared to start their weight loss journey because of loose skin. When I started my weight loss journey, that was one of the first things that I thought of when I was thinking about losing weight was, oh, loose skin, loose skin, loose skin. And let me tell you, my loose skin is nowhere near as bad as what I thought it was going to be. In fact, it's practically unnoticeable, and I think that I'm the only person that can actually see it. The insecurity that I get from the loose skin that I have since losing weight is absolutely nothing compared to the insecurity that I felt when I was an overweight person. And that is why I wanted to come on here and tell you that you do not need to be scared of loose skin. Because in your head, it is always going to be so much worse than what it actually will be. And it really isn't something to be afraid of, because like I said, my loose skin is the least of my worries and insecurities now. I had so many worse problems when I was overweight, down to sweating, my general health, my well-being, my activity levels, how I felt, my mentality, my emotions. My loose skin is nothing. And it's like, quite honestly, I have learned to embrace my loose skin. I don't feel insecure about it. I don't not wear crop tops or bikinis because of my loose skin. It is a testament to the journey that I have been on. Because to do what I have done is so fucking hard, and it is an incredible journey, and I have loved every second of my journey, and I have learned to love and embrace my loose skin. Even though it is minimal, I love it. I really, really do. Because to get up and show up and do the work to lose that weight, your loose skin is just a testament to that, and it shouldn't be an insecurity because it isn't one of mine. And it's the same thing with stretch marks. When women talk about the insecurity of stretch marks, it's natural and it's normal. And when you have done the work, no one is going to be judging you for having loose skin. They're going to be so fucking insanely proud that you did the work to get to where you are after you have lost that weight. I have never had anyone in my life negatively comment on my loose skin. I mention it to a lot of people, and a lot of people do naturally ask if I have loose skin, and I'm not afraid to show them because yeah, I do have a little bit of loose skin, and I've never gotten a negative comment. I've never had anyone ask if I'm insecure about it or, oh, that's disgusting or anything like that, because it really isn't something to be insecure about. People will always say, oh, it's really not that bad, or oh, you wouldn't even know that you had loose skin, or you would never even know that you were overweight. No one is ever going to judge you for loose skin, and you shouldn't judge yourself for loose skin, and you shouldn't let that stop you from starting your weight loss journey, because you are still going to feel a million times better in the clothes that you wear and the photos that you take with that little bit of loose skin that you may or may not get in comparison to being overweight. That little bit of loose skin that you may or may not get is going to be inconsequential to the amount of benefits that you are going to get from losing weight. You're not going to be sick, you're not going to feel insecure, you're going to be mentally better, emotionally better. So many benefits that I have noticed in myself since losing weight. So I just wanted to come on and say, you don't need to be afraid of loose skin or be insecure about it. I have loose skin and I love it, and there is nothing that is ever going to make me feel insecure about it, because the journey that I have been on, that is just a testament to it, as I've said, and it's something to be proud of, and you should be proud of it when you do start that journey, or you are on that journey, and when you finish that journey. So please do not be afraid of loose skin. Embrace it, start that journey. Don't let these things hold you back, because if I did it, then I know that you can do it too. So let's smash this journey together, not be afraid of little things with our body, and be healthier in 2025.
My loose skin is the biggest contributor to my body dysmorphia, and I'm going to show you why. I'll start off with my arms. Do you guys see this line here? Everything below that line is loose skin. My legs, this is so scary to put out on the internet. Anyway, my legs, I feel like from here they look fine. If I was to come any closer, you would see the textures of my legs. You can just see that there's just so much looseness. Most importantly, and this is probably the biggest contributing factor to my body dysmorphia, and it's my stomach. It's easier for me to show you and explain if I bend over. So I'm going to do that. Can you guys see that? How insane. And I'll show you from the side as well so that you can see. Oh my god, there's someone walking past. I'm sorry if he has witnessed that at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Look, if you don't want any loose skin, you guys have to prioritize weights. Weight should be your #1 priority. If you do a bunch of cardio and you're trying to lose weight, yeah, you'll probably lose weight, but you're gonna have a lot of loose skin because you're not building any muscle. So you wanna prevent your loose skin, you wanna lose body fat, prioritize weights. Weight should be #1, and your diet. And then cardio is a tool to burn extra calories. If you're just prioritizing cardio and not any weights, you're gonna lose a lot of weight, but you're gonna end up with a lot of loose skin. So to prevent that, make sure you guys are.
If you see, my arm looks really good here because I got good at the angles. Also looks good here. And I go side, you see I have all of this extra skin since losing 100 pounds. And I work out 6 days a week, every week for over 10 years since losing this weight. Pilates, strength training, all of it. But it doesn't matter how much muscle I build, I will always have this skin. It's the harsh truth of losing weight that kind of sucks, is that you have to deal with the extra skin. I also have it on my chest since nursing my kids for 4 years, and again, losing all of this weight. When I was down my first 75 pounds, my first gift to myself was removing some skin on my lower stomach, but then I lost another 25 pounds and had 3 pregnancies. You'll see I still have some skin on my stomach, but it's looking pretty good. Getting that initial skin removed actually motivated me to want to work out more and feel more confident in my body. So my second gift to myself after keeping my weight off for an additional 10 years is doing this and this. So say goodbye.
There you have it, friends. But here is the most important thing that you need to remember always. Loose skin is not a setback. It's a proof that you have transformed your body. It shows that you made a big change and stuck with it. Skin, after all, is an organ. It stretches when you gain weight, but when you lose weight, it doesn't shrink back instantly. How it responds depends on so many factors: your age, your genetics, and the amount of weight you've lost. Young skin usually has more elasticity, while older skin can take longer to adjust. That's why every person's journey with loose skin is completely individual. Losing 20 pounds looks very different on the body compared to losing 100. That's why every person's journey with loose skin is completely individual. Comparing yourself with others only steals your progress and your joys. For many people, the emotional side of loose skin is the hardest. They may feel uncomfortable at the gym, worried about how others see them, or avoid certain clothes because of how your body looks. Some people even cover up with layers, not because of the weather, but because they are self-conscious. After working so hard to be healthier, this can feel like an unexpected new struggle. The good news is there are things you can do to improve how loose skin looks. You may not erase it entirely, but you can make noticeable improvements. Building lean muscles is one of the most effective ways. Strength training, body exercise, and resistance workouts can help fill out the skin and give your body a more toned shape. Another thing that can help out is lifestyle habits. This can make a difference. Staying hydrated and eating foods rich in nutrients like vitamin C and vitamin E that support collagen production and overall skin health. These small, consistent and habits help your skin slowly adapt to your new body. The most important thing to understand is that this takes time. Skin doesn't tighten overnight. Just as weight gain didn't happen overnight, skin recovery doesn't happen instantly. It can take sometimes months, sometimes years. But if after staying consistent you still feel unhappy with the extra skin, medical options like surgery or skin tightening treatments are available. For some procedures such as tummy tucks or arm lifts can make a huge difference in how they feel. But beyond treatments, acceptance plays the biggest role. Loose skin is not a flaw. It's a sign of progress. It shows that you overcame habits, stayed committed, and changed your health. Rather than seeing it as something negative, try to see it as part of your transformation. Your body carried you through this journey, and that's an achievement to respect. Hello? When you start shifting your perspectives, feelings of shame begin to fade away. And remember, you are not going through this alone. Many others share the same experience. talking about it, whether with your friends, your family, your support groups, or even online communities, can help you feel supported and understood. Seeing others embrace life with loose skins may inspire you to feel more comfortable in your skin. Most importantly, don't wait for your body to look perfect before you start living. Wear clothes you like, go to the beach, and enjoy your relationships. If you wait until every line of fold disappears, or you risk missing out on life. Loose skin doesn't erase your accomplishment. It doesn't take away the fact that you reshape your body, your health, your life. Every line, every stretch, and every fold is a reminder of the distance you've covered. You deserve to feel proud. Confidence will always shine brighter than any loose skin, and people will notice your strength far more than your appearance. Okay, friends, this is it for the video today. If you found this video informative, please go ahead and take a moment to subscribe. Don't you ever forget to turn on the post notification bell so that each time I upload a brand new video, you are notified. Share to anybody that you think they could use this information. Don't forget to like, because that helps me a lot. Thanks. See you